Good evening. To those of you that are not from Hamilton Parish, I want to welcome you to Bermuda's most beautiful area in the world. The Ministry of Transport is responsible for public transport, buses, ferries, the cruise ship. We're responsible for negotiating the cruise ships and the airport, and a lot of other little small areas. But let me say on the transport part, the ferries and the buses. That's one area that we subsidize heavily. We subsidize that by $23 million a year. Haven't had an increase in bus fares and ferry fares other than the pink route that we did the other day in about 8 years, I'm told. And so I don't know what finances can do as far as the fares this year, but I would imagine that they'll increase that a little bit, because it's a pretty hefty price to pay to subsidize, and everybody wants ferries this place, buses this place. But when you're running a ferry and you got 3 people on the ferry, that doesn't make much sense. But then again, you cannot leave people on an island either. You got to have some transport for them. So some things we have to do because it's a necessity. Also, with my little 3 minutes, cruise ships. For the year just past 2012, we said a couple months ago we had about 390,000, but the final numbers is going to be almost like 400,000 people, cruise ship passengers that came to Bermuda, a record. And that pumped almost $85 million into our economy. In the year for this year, 2012, we're expecting 363,000. And that's expected to pump at $80 million in the economy. $22 million will be coming right into the government's coffers from the passenger and the cabin tax. But we don't want to saturate the country with a whole lot of cruise ship passengers, because those that are in the hotels, we want everybody to have a quality vacation. So the reason why we have so many is because we have less beds than we have had in the 70s and 80s. We've got about half the beds that we had then. How are we going to make out for the year coming? Because our budget has been cut, and we got to do more with less. And what we're doing, we are renegotiating existing contracts and letting these folks know, I don't have any money to give you any increase. So we all want to live, because I know one company that we was dealing with, as reported to me, they not only got increases, but they got bonuses. Well, you cannot have a government contract in this climate and get bonuses. So we've been talking to them, and they're almost there where I asked them to come. They're almost there. And I'm sure they'll come there so we can save that money. And we're going to be doing some other things that you've done. As you probably heard, what we've done with the taxis and the water truckers. We're going to be meeting with the president of the dumpsters, the truckers division or the department, or association, I don't know what they call themselves, and I say that respectfully. We'll be meeting with them next week to see how we can work it together, because just like we done for the water truckers, we put a moratorium on water truckers because we've got more piped-in water. You see in the West End where Wallington Water Works was digging, trenching, and water. They'll be able to supply houses with water, and also in Hamilton Parish. So there'll be less work for the water truckers, and obviously we don't need any more water truck permits at this time. So we're trying to sustain their business as we will try to sustain the business of the truckers. The lady has stood up, so I think I better stop right there. And